There was the biggest fireworks display of the year for Calgary last night for Canada Day, and it technically did not get the most interesting in an ASMR sense until after midnight, when Canada Day was over. A lot of people came and lined up or sat down and put up chairs, and some even put up tents along a face of mostly empty grass hillside with a few trees overlooking the place where all the fireworks are set off, which is on a major street leading into downtown. I was really surprised at this strange combination of lots of people, large crowds, and yet some people sitting in a tent. This combination of urban and wilderness features. When the fireworks were done, though, it got very interesting from an ASMR perspective, because all the street cleaning equipment came out. So there was a mass brushing going on, because they started brushing the surface of the street with all these buffer type machines to clean up from the fireworks. The people mostly went home, but a handful of them stayed on their porches in nearby houses and talked, so you could just barely hear traces of people's voices, so far away that they came across a little bit like whispers. The grass had all been flattened out over quite a wide area by all the people sitting on it to watch the fireworks, so it had all been stroked, and from standing up even maybe 2 feet tall and rustling against itself, and then it was pushed down and brushed like hair all across a large expanse of hillside. Then when the brushing and the talking and the occasional very light breeze stirring the spruces and one tent all combined, because one group of people originally camped out. Apparently it's acceptable, you can get away with this in a park in the city, to have your tent set up for Canada Day, and then they just left the tent up as if they are out in the wilderness and camped right over top of Center Street, on a hill overlooking Center Street, the traditional route into downtown and one of Calgary's busiest streets. So we had the people talking, the people camping out in their tent, the brushing, the smoothing of the surface, and a view of the glittering lights downtown, and blue and white flickering from all of the machinery involved in doing the cleanup. So it was very quiet, very peaceful scene. No one really aware of all the contributions of all the other players involved in creating this overall unintentional post-Canada Day ASMR effect. And just when I thought it couldn't get any more relaxing, a deer walked by. The most urbanized location I've ever seen for a deer, the closest I've ever seen a deer walking to downtown Calgary, just up the hill from it. And that was the teamwork necessary to bring about this post-Canada Day relaxation.